Berochos Nun Zayin 57b. Amrav Yechnon. Hishkim v'nafal. V'nafal posuk l'toch piv. Person wakes up and there's a pasuk on his mouth. He wakes up and Vaydaber Hashem Moshe Lemor. Harei nevuah ketana. It's a shtickle nevuah. Tarabanan shloisha malachim heim. There, if you see these kings, Haroya David, you see David HaMelech b'chalom yitzpel chasidus. You can be a chassid. If you see Shloimeh HaMelech yitzpel chachma, it's a simon that you might be wise. Achav yidag min ha'paranis. Something bad's going to happen to you. Gimel Nevi'im heim. Haroya Sefer Malachim. You see the book of Malachim in your dream. Yitzapel l'gdula. Because Malachim are it's for Gedula that you're going to be raised to a high level. If you see Sefer Yecheskel, Yitzpel Chachma, because the Meiser Merkava is in the beginning of Yecheskel, says the Rishon. Yeshayahu Yitzpel Nechama. If you see Sefer Yeshayahu, it's a school for Nechama. Yirmiyahu Yidek Min HaParanos, because Yirmiyahu gave all of the various nevuos about the Churban. Shlosha Ksuvim Gedolim Heim. There are 3 writings. If you see these svarim, will also lead to big things. Haroya Sefer Tehillim, Yitzpel Chasidus. If you see Sefer Mishle, Yitzpel Chachma. If you see Sefer Iyuv, Yidek Min HaParanis. Shlosha Ksuvim Ketanim Heim. Haroya Shir Hashirim B'Chalom, Yitzpel Chasidus. If you see Koheles, Yitzpel Chachma. If you see Kinos, which is Eicha, Yidek Min HaParanis. Megillas Esther, Neis Nasalu. If you see Megillas Esther, a miracle will happen to you. Shloisha Chachamim, that if you see them in your dream. Haroya Rebbe b'Chalom Yitzpel Chachma. And Eliezer ben Azariah Yitzpel Ashiris, he was very wealthy. Rabbi Shmuel ben Elisha was one of the Harugei Malchus. Yitzpel ben Aparanos. You have to worry about bad things. Shloisha Talmidei Chachamim. These 3 did not have smicha. Haroya ben Azai b'Chalom Yitzpel Chasidus. Ben Zoma Yitzpel Chachma. If you see Acher, right? Elisha ben Avuya, who went off the derech, Yidak min HaParanos. Bad things. Kol minei chayos yafos l'chalom. All sorts of wild animals are a good simon. Chutz min ha'pil v'akov, except for an elephant and a monkey. V'akpud. Pud, I think, is like an owl.
Kipod.
Kipod is an owl.
No, it's these things that has kotzim.
Rashi says, Yesh lo listos, that means he has cheeks, kilchaye adam.
Weasel family.
Lefichachein megunim. I think it's, they're owls.
What does the English say?
It's the weasel family.
Martin. Huh?
Oh, the kapud? Okay.
What does it say?
It's for the weasel family, Martin.
It's a Martin.
M-A-R-T-S, for the weasel family.
Harrison en français.
Wie is het Martin? What?
Martin is like a dog.
No, weasel family. It's from the weasels. It's like a skunk or something.
Resembles a monkey, he said.
Yeah, Rashi says, Kapud chayish adom l'kov, v'yesh l'zanav aruch, has long tail, v'shema martina, a martin, right. We had a bride that said, if you see an elephant, it's a good thing. It depends if it has a saddle on it. If it has a saddle, it's a good thing. If it doesn't have a saddle, it's not a good thing. Then komine mateches yafin l'chalom. All sorts of metal kalim are good. Chutz mimar pesel v'kardom. Rashi says pshur. Pesel is a dolyer. These are like pickaxes and
Matter. What's the matter?
these are these kind of kalim made out of metal. The chazinu, hanimil the chazinu b'kasayu, and you have to see them with their handle. Means if you just see the blade part of it, that's not a good simon. Kol minei peros yafin l'cholam. If you see fruits, chutz mifage tmara, dates that are not ripe. Kol minei yirakos yafin l'cholam. All sorts of vegetables are good. Chutz miroshe liftos, except for the head of turnips. I didn't get wealthy until I saw heads of turnips. So ki chaza b'kanayu chaza, because he saw it when it was still connected to the ground. Excuse me, when it was cut. If it's connected to the ground, then it's a good simon. But if these are cut vegetables, it's not a good simon. All sorts of colors are a good simon. Chutz min tcheles. Tcheles is not a good simon. A certain type of green. It's a simon that you're going to get sick. This is some kind of owl. Because it says, listos kol chai adam, like, right? They have cheeks, like human beings have cheeks. Haguf, me'ein, meshivin, marchivin, simen. Gimel nechnosim laguf, ve'er haguf nenemen. There are three things that come into the body, but the body doesn't have hana from it. Good ganiyos. Rashi says tzir tish. I don't know what that is. Cherries. Kafnios.
Inferior dates.
Upage tomorrow.
Unripe dates.
Shloisha ein nichnasim laguf. These three things that does not go into the body, vaguf nenemen, but there's hana. Elohen, rachitza, taking a bath. Sicha, anointing with oil, v'tashmish, relations. Shloisha me'ein olam haba. There are three things that are like a shtickle of olam haba. Shabbos, shemesh, v'tashmish. So, tashmish demai. Ilem tashmish amita, meaning sexual relations, hamichash kachish, that weakens you. And it's not mein olam haba, ela tashmish nekevim. It's going to the bathroom. The pleasure a person has of going to the bathroom, relieving yourself, that's a little bit of olam haba. Shloisha meshivin daito shalodam. Three things relax a person. Elohein kol, umara, v'reach. Right? A pleasant voice, pleasant sight, a pleasant smell. Shloisha marchivin daito shalodam. Three things will enlarge a person's mind. Elohein, dira noah, if he has a nice home. Isha noah, his wife is pretty. V'kelim noim, and nice furniture. Chamisha, v'shisha, v'asar simen. Chamisha, five things is
A part of it's a 60th part of something.
echad mishishim. Elohein, eish, dvash, Shabbos, shina, v'chalom. These five things: fire, honey, Shabbos, sleep, and dreams. Eish is echad meshishim legehenim. Right? When you let's say you touch a fire, so it's like 1/60th of Gehenna. Dvash is echad meshishim lamon. When you taste honey, it's 1/60th of how sweet the man was. Shabbos is echad meshishim lamon. When you spend the Shabbos, it's like 1/60th of olam. Shina is echad meshishim lamis. It's 1/60th of death. Chalom is echad meshishim lenevuah. Shisha dvarim simin yafa lechoila. There are 6 things that if the choila does this, it's a good sign. Elohein, itush, sneezing, zeya, sweating, shilshul, diarrhea, keri, seminal emission. This is Dr. Agustin. Hi, Rav Ramava. Listen, Rav Ramava, I'm in my Daf Yomi now teaching. Can I? I'll call you back.
Maybe in an hour we'll hear more information. Bye.
Okay, bye. Shina v'chalom. Itush t'chsiv, atisha tov, tahal or. Means when he sneezes, it's going to lead to light. It's a good thing. Zeya, t'chsiv b'zeya sapecha, toichalachem, with the sweat of your brow you eat bread. Shilshul, diarrhea, t'chsiv, mihart soheli patech, v'lo yamos lashachas. So it leads to being healed. Keri, t'chsiv, Yira Zera, Yarach Yomim. Whoever sees Zera will have a long life. Shina, sleep, T'chsiv. Yoshanti az yanochli. I slept, so now I'm in peace. Chalom tichsiv vatachli meni v'achiyeni. I dreamt and it made me live. Shisha dvam merapin es achoyle. 6 things heal the choyle. Mechoyev. Urfuaso refuah. And it's a good refuah. Eluheim. Kruv, cabbage, tradin, leeks, vesisin, yuvation. Sisin is bishul pulial. Puliol. What does he say?
Penny oil.
Whatever that is.
Yeah, no, nipple.
Vikeva, stomach. Vihorat, the uterus. V'yoseres hakaved. It's like a little extra, little lobe for the liver. V'yeshem avdagim k'tanim, some say little fish, like herring. V'lo od, ela shedagim k'tanim mafrin mavrin kol gufa shalodim. These little fish cause a person to, it makes you healthy. There are 10 things that cause a sick person to have a relapse. If you eat ox meat, b'sar shamein, fatty meat, b'sar tzli, roasted meat, b'sar tzipor, meat of birds, ubeitza tzluya, fried egg, v'tiglachas, haircut, v'shechlayim, watercress, v'achol of milk, v'agvina, cheese, v'amerchat, taking a bath, v'yeshayim afegoizim, some say even walnuts, v'yeshayim af kishuim, even gourds. Tarvei Shmuel, lama nikra shman kishuim, they shehem koshin maguf k'charovos. The zucchinis are bad for the body like a sword. What does Aini? Vaksiv vayom Hashem law shnei goyim bevitnech al tikra goyim ala geim. Right? These are 2 nations. This is Rivka. She had Esav and Yaakov inside, and it has to do with Yisrael and Rome. Amrid Amrav Elu Antoninus Verebi. Right? Antoninus was Marcus Aurelius, who was the Caesar 180 CE. And he and Rebbe had a lot of connections to each other. And and they were both wealthy, and their tables never lacked for tsnoim, like a radish, v'loy chazeres, lettuce, v'loy kishuyin, which is, whatever, gourd, zucchinis, right? So if it is on the Shulchan Malachim, it must be a good thing. You just thought it's a bad thing. And these things were always there. It was never missing. Lo b'masacham v'lo b'masachshamim. So like kasha habarav revi. So if they're big, so then it's not good for you. Habizutri, if they're small, then they're good for you. Torabon. Now you dream about a mace baboyas, right? You dream about a corpse in the house. Shalom baboyas. Whatever. It's counterintuitive, but it's a siman that there's going to be peace in the house. I guess because the mace has reached ultimate shalom. The shalom bias. Ochal b'shasa the bias. If he sees the mace eating and drinking in the house, siman yafeh, the bias. Also good siman. Not al kelim in a bias, but if he sees the mace taking things, so that's from the house. It's a siman that he's going to take other people with him. Siman ralabais, that's a bad siman. Tirgamer of Papa, what kind of things that he takes? B'masana v'sandal, his shoes and sandals. Kol deshakol shichva mali, and whatever, if you see the mace taking things, it's okay. Bar b'masana v'sandal, except for shoes and sandals. Kol deyarv shichva mali ba me'arfar v'chadol. The bad things, anything he brings in to the house is good, except if he brings dirt or mustard seed. Dirt, because it's a remez for kavura.
I didn't realize they had mustard already back then.
Yeah. What I mean, it says Avram Avinu, the tongue, he's served with chardal. Right. I think Rashi says. Huh?
I didn't realize that.
Mustard seeds, yeah. Mokum shenekra mimenu avodas gilurim. So the Mishnah talked about making a certain bracha in a place where the Avodah Zarah was destroyed. Torah about Aroy Markulis. Markulis was an Avodah Zarah, Mercury. It was like the Avodah Zarah for travelers. The way it was, you would take a stone, and you'd put a third stone on top of it. You would see that as you traveled. And when you'd see that, you'd throw another stone at it. So there would be stones gathering. That's how you worship this Avodah Zarah. So you see Merkulis, and I guess it was destroyed. Oimer Baruch Shenosan Erech Apayim Lo Avi Ritzoynai. Malkum Shenekrim Ben Avos Kechavim, a place where the Avodah Zarah was destroyed. Oimer Baruch She'akar Akum Eretzeinu. Blessed is the person or Hashem that got rid of the Akum. Shem Shenekrim Malkum Zeh Ken Te'akim Makom Makomos Yisrael. The way it was uprooted here should be uprooted everywhere. And V'hashev Lev Deim Lo Avdecha. And you should return the heart of your servants to Hashem. In the Chutzlah, you don't have to say this. Vashev lev avdeim lavdecha l'bnei shuru v'zekachavim there. Hashem ben Lozo Omer af b'chutzlah tzrach loyma came. They shatidim this guy here because eventually all the goyim are going to become Jews. Shneimar az epoch el amim sofer brura. I will give everybody a sofer brura, meaning Hebrew. Dorsh Rav Amnuna haroy bavel harsha tzrach levar chamesh brachos. If you see Babylonia in its ruin, you have to make 5 brachos. Ra Bavel, if you see Bavel itself, Omer Baruch Shechriv Bavel, Harsha. Ra Besu Shel Nebuchadnezzar, you see the palace of Nebuchadnezzar. Omer Baruch Shechriv Besu Shel Nebuchadnezzar Rasha. Ra Goiv Shel Arayos, Oikiv Shna Eish, you see the lion's den that Daniel was thrown into, or the furnace that Hanani Mishael Azari was thrown into. Omer Baruch Shel Sanisim Lavasin B'Makom Hazeh. Ra Merkulis, you see this Mercury. That Hashem holds back his anger to people that are over his Ratzon. If he sees a place, the Bavel, that a behemoth doesn't go there, because this was an area of destruction. Oimer Baruch Oimer v'Oisa Goizer Mekayim, because Hashem was goizer that Bavel should be destroyed as well. So if you see such a place, you make that bracha.
We did every morning in Baruch She'amar, no?
It's one of the brachas in Baruch She'amar, yeah. Rava ki avachazi chamre de shakli ki avachazi chamre, when he saw donkeys, the shakli afra that were carrying dirt, tarif yoda al gavayu, I guess they were schlepping away Afar from Bavel, and he sort of thanked them for carrying out the Gzeira of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Marbred Ravina, Bavel, when they visited Bavel, Avashokil Afra Besudre, they would take some of the dirt, put it in their turban. Vishadi Levra, and brought it out. L'kai mashanema v'tatem b'metate hashmein. That's like a broom. That one of the nevuas was that the dirt in Bavel was going to be broomed out of there. So they were makayim that. Aravashi ana hadra nulo shmieli. I didn't hear this din of Rav Amnuna. I made all these brachas from my own das.